Hi everybody, it's Linus. We are on our Jayco Eagle 336 FBOK. We have no lights working on the front. Up here, what I call the eyebrow lights are both not working. And I'm going to show you a couple of things I discovered today. And I had a little actually help from Jayco on this a little bit. They sent me the lights for free. And so this one down here, this wire right here, it was so short I couldn't pull it through, so it broke off in there. And then this whole piece has got to be cleaned here, all the way up through here, and resealed back on. It comes with a whole new section, which I'll show you that in just a second here. But we are going to replace the wires in there completely. We ain't going to mess with this crappy wiring they have in here. We're going to do that right now. And I'll show you what I'm going to do. But this side, see, you do have the wires coming out. That's as much as I could get out. There's so little wire. I have some new wire for it. And we're going to walk around. Well, first I'll walk over here for you. And hope you guys are having a great day. If you like our channel, like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. So here is one of the new lights that kind of dark in here in this garage. Here's one of the new lights. I have two of them. They have a sticky back. That's where I got to get rid of all that tape up there. They have some wire on them. I'm going to add more. So I have two of those. And I've been working on this all week. I had to go over here and on this slide out right here, these pads, they were just tore off here and letting bugs around these cables. I did that one. I had to, this one I couldn't get loose on this side, so I ended up double gluing it and making a new pad. When it dries, I'll get the rest of this excess glue off here. But that keeps the bugs out of there. And then if you come around here, I replaced the seal all the way up this side, all the way across this slide out, and all the way up that slide, and all the way across the slide out here. I put another new seal up there, and then on top of that, which I'll show you in a few minutes, I put new tape all the way across that one seal. There was screws already trying to come through the tape there. But let's go inside. Let's see what we got inside. If I don't fall off the steps here. Don't know why I got the door shut. Now this camper's a mess right now. But if you ever have to get to that wiring on at least this camper, it has the shelving system right here. 4 screws. One here, one there, one down there, one right there. You have this thing out of your way. And then get my light in here a little bit. That light stay. Right there, the 3 lights on the bottom. I'm going to silicone those closed when I get done. Here is the wire right here that was supposed to be sticking out that hole up there. If I go up here, I'm trying not to stir this stuff. It made me sneeze something terrible earlier. But up here, right there, is the other hole. That's of course got to go. I'm going to add a new wire so it goes all the way to the floor. Same way over here. I'm going to seal this in. We've been getting bugs in. We're going to seal all this up in here. I have some stink bugs down in here. I'm going to vacuum all this out, clean it. I hate them darn things. So this is kind of a shortcut, because when I called Jayco, he said, well, you're going to have to go in the back of your closet and cut a hole to get in there. And I'm like, I don't want to do that, but I will if I have to, because I really want to hook the lights back up out there. So when I came in here and seen this had this shelving unit that goes inside this closet, I decided that maybe, by luck, if that came out with screws, that you'd be able to get to all this right here. So it did. I got lucky. And as we go, I'll show you what we get done and how it goes. And make sure you seal everything from water to get in those lights. Those light tubes should be sealed. Looks like the new ones they sent me were. The old ones weren't. And get up on my knee. But we have mess everywhere in here. We've been working on everything around here. But this one right here, this one's wrapped up with this cable. It's wrapped with this cable right here. That goes to one of my dumps valves up there. You can see here's the cable pull. Here's the other light though. End of them, on the very end of them, you can see the silicone is in there. And on this side it's siliconed in. So that's what you want. You want them sealed in. The other ones weren't. Water gets in there, it corrodes the wires. They had the wires pulled way too tight. So with them being pulled that tight, all they do is pull them off. They just pull them right off this light strip bar and corrode, and they're junk. So now when I get done, it's going to be different. I'm going to add about probably 4 foot of wire on each side so you can get to all this. So if you guys, sorry, I turned my light off and it didn't go up. You guys keep watching. I'll show you the rest of this video as we go. Yeah, we're gonna scrape some of this off the light bar up here where the old one went. And I did some of it already here. I'm using a metal scraper, but I'm being real careful. This will all be covered with it'll all be covered with this light strip, so if you're careful, and then when I wipe it, it should be good. But that's what you'll have to do, get this old 3M self-backing tape off here. Then it gets siliconed around the edges. I really don't. I guess that keeps the tape from getting wet underneath there. But as good as it's stuck here, bam. So I'm gonna keep work on this, and we'll let you guys know when I get it done. I'm almost to the top of that. I'll get it all cleaned off, and then I'll wipe it down real good. Then this front cap's got to be washed and cleaned anyhow. Well, the whole camper does, but okay. So everyone, I got that cleaned off up there. I'll show you that in just a second. And I added about 2 feet to the wiring that comes off this new light strip that I've got. And I did a heat shrink connector. It's going to be way back in there. You shouldn't have any problem with that anymore. And I'm going to make sure this does not pull on this end when it's installed. Even if I have to go in there and put some kind of glue or something, hold them wires in place, or some tape, because I don't want it getting water in there, and I don't want it giving me problems. So, but next thing I do is I'm gonna walk out here, and you gotta remember to leave room for your chrome moldings when you put them on too. I'll have to get them out here too, but on this side right here, because I have a larger hole right there. I'll set that down for a second. And because I'm using 2 red wires, because I don't have a black one handy for my ground, I'm just going to put a loop in this wire so I know it's my ground wire. And kind of hard to get this view I want, but I'm going to stick this one through first, and I'll grab this next one. And I did a loop, like I said, on that black one, so you know it's in there. I guess I could put this GoPro on my head visor I have for it. Might be a lot easier to see things when I'm doing this. But so there's how that's going to go. And all the way up through here, I got it nice and clean. Use mineral spirits. Should have a nice adhesive back on it. I will get my chrome strip and make sure this fits before I do anything else, which I'm just going to lay this strip up here like that, and I'm going to go get the chrome strip and see how it goes on here before I stick that on there. So anyhow, this is how I'm going to do it. I think it'd be a better way than they did it. So, but let me get one of my chrome ends. It's hard to do a thing on a ladder when you're trying to see what you can do. And I'll silicone most of this stuff from behind because I can get to it. And this should, when it's on here like this, when it's on here like that, this molding should go right over the top of that and line up with my other hole down lower. The other one wasn't quite this long, so I'm assuming that it was kind of screwed up. So, but I'm going to take this red strip off. Maybe I am. Oh crap, I forgot to take that tape off the top of that thing. I forgot they had some tape on the top of this thing holding the label on there. Let's get that off here real fast. Nope, don't stick to the truck. Tuck my wire back in there again. That should be in a pain in the butt. I'll pin that just a little bit where it goes under easier. Should come down. Come down farther. Now, okay, I finally got it stuck in my chrome piece down here. And I'm going to see how tall it goes up there before I stick it permanently, because I'm going to have to get my other piece to put on here. It looks like it's going to be right about right on the money. Except for it's wanting to make a bow too soon. So it should be pretty darn close. Okay, I'm gonna get my other chrome piece and hope I hit it right. And I'll silicone around that when I get done to make sure it stays. And let's see here, what did I use last time? I had my chrome, one of my chrome pieces. I got bees out here giving me heck. Okay, I got this back on here. Pushed on there pretty good. It's a brand new light bar. I'll be able to try it out after I hook everything up. Right now, not worried about it. I'm gonna get the other side done. And I wanted to put a set of light strips that go inside that do different colors, like blue, yellow, white, green, whatever you want to make them be. But they did not want to fit in that slip. So they don't look too bad. I got the other side to get done now. which shouldn't be as bad, because I may just reuse the track that's up there instead of taking that out of the track, because the track's actually in good shape. So, but we'll see. I'm gonna go inside the camper and get the other one and get it cut loose and get it ready to go on there. Okay, I got that one up there. I got my 2 little heat shrink connectors. When you heat these up, they shrink and you can crimp them too. And I'm gonna walk over here and get a couple tools. And my wiring. And I don't normally use my Mustang as a tool stop, but I'm gonna set it up here and do it today. So basically, I got about that much wire. 2 reds, I don't have a black right now. I used to have all kinds of wiring around here. I don't have anything in it anymore. But I'm not running all the way uptown just to change the color. So I'm gonna strip this with my strippers. These are the neatest things. I've had these for, God, 25, 30 years. They just strip the wire back like that. Nice and clean. And then I'll twist them. Nice and tight. Just so nice and tight so everybody can see them. And then I'll take one of these butt connectors and I will slide it to make sure it goes in the middle of it. And then this has got, these old pliers have really been around too. I'll hit it with that so it doesn't split it. Crimp that one. Kind of helps if you turn them as they go on. Except for I'm holding a pair of pliers trying to do 2 things at once, so I need to rewind that. Let me move this down just a little bit. It's not quite getting the view I want. So, anyhow, I got that. Get that one in there too. It can be a booger to get in those small. It's just a real small connector here. I don't want anything bigger than this because it won't go through the hole. So that's in there. I'll grab a red wire over here. Do the same thing. I'll strip it with that. Grab this side. Another wire I got. Strip it. Tighten it. One down. That's got one. Thought I twisted that one. I guess I didn't. Okay. Twist this one nice and firm. Set it back in there. And I have my heat gun over here, so we will walk over here. And I will set you up with my heat gun off my toolbox, I guess. And I'll just take my heat gun. I'll heat these up. So they start shrinking. And they have a plastic seal in them, so they should seal good. And I did this with a little lighter before too. You just got to be careful not to burn the plastic. But like I said, where these are going to be, they should never see any water. And that takes care of that, ready to go in the other loop. And I am going to just reuse. I'm sorry, I am going to reuse my slide over here. If I can get this over here without everything tumbling off my jack. Got my camper. Alright, I'll go up here. I'm going to poke them old wires through the hole, hopefully get them out of my way. I may have to go inside and get them out of the way, because they were kind of blurs to get that far, so I will have to do that. I'm going to take this other one, just slide it out of the track, throw it to the ground, reverse the procedure, and put it back in the track. Oh, wait a second. Bring that towards there, and that one's in there, and I will I wonder if I shouldn't put my new track on there. It did not go in there and stay like I want it to. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to redo the track too. Gosh darn it. I didn't want to have to replace the track. It's a pain in the butt. But these will, I think they'll pop out if I don't, unless I put some extra silicone on them. I mean, they're staying in there, but they clicked in. And I'll pull that one up anyhow. I gotta go inside to push some wires through and pull them through. And them lights actually weren't bad. They just, the soldering joints came loose at the wire because they had it pulled so tight. When they silicone those in there, instead of pushing that up in there a little bit, he did that, which was dumb. But I'm gonna come up here. Oh, and the wire goes up there. Should be up here. Pull that through. That's the other wire I just had outside. And then they just go in here to a connector like that. That's your red. It's just a quick connect, and then your white will be your neutral ground on 12 volts. So I will shove them through, and I'll come in here and connect them up. So I got both of them installed. I haven't got them hooked up inside yet. But I did have to, where the wire was right here, being those had butt connectors on them, I drilled that hole that had the wire go through it to 5/16 instead of, I think it was like 1/4 inch. So that went on good. It's sitting on there nice. And that one up there looks really nice. I can't wait to get this thing cleaned up. I'm tired of looking at the dirt on it. And I'll re-silicone around this just a little bit to keep everything in place good on both sides. I don't want the wind tear them out. But they're both on there. Look pretty good. Hopefully when I turn the switch on, it'll work. So I'm gonna go inside here and we'll split them wires back and hook them up and then flip a switch and see what happens. I may have a blowed fuse from these, I don't know. So we'll see what happens. Okay, good morning everybody. I am finishing up the wiring for the lights on the camper this morning and show you kind of what's going on in here after I ran the wires, the extra wire, which is, there's red wire going up in here to that plug-in right there, and I'm going to bring it down and we're going to hook it up down here where it has to go. Let's see if I can get you in focus here. And here's and I folded back on this one. I folded back the black wire and left the red wire straight. So I'll find the wires down and lay it down here. Here they are. And they're pretty simple. This is your black wire. It's your red wire. So we're going to eliminate the red wire first. Take this clip right here and pop it loose like that. And we're going to take the new red wire, which would be this one, and we're going to twist it and make sure it's good and tight right here. Let's see. I'm going to slide this into here. I got it in the right spot. Oh, we're doing it the wrong side. Oh, okay. There we go. I'm looking at it backwards. Okay, there it is. You click that little clip back down and it's in there and it's tight. And this would be your black wire because I folded the end on it. And then, let's see where it's at. Where did you get the black wire? Here it is. And it's the same way. Pop this thing loose. Take that wire out. And I make sure I twist this good and tight so it's, I guess a person could go overboard a little bit and solder these. They don't really need to be. Put some solder on the wire, but then it's clipped in there and it's done on that side. So that should take care of them wires. It gives them a whole lot more freedom in there to move around. I vacuumed this out in here. Got most of the dirt out of here. There's a little bit right there that when I moved this insulation it fell. I'm gonna vacuum it out. Down in here, this goes to my hitch back in here. And right there goes to my hitch, and I'm gonna fill this in with something right here because that's cold. It's cold air coming up through there for one thing, and I keep getting these little beetles in every place I find that's got a gap. Keep getting these beetles, and every time I find a gap somewhere, I try to fill it with something so they can't get in somewhere. So if that goes up underneath the fifth wheel hitch, and it's getting cold air through here for one thing, or letting bugs or anything crawl right through there just with ease, I'm going to seal it tight. So I'll do the other side real quick and get it done. And get my little, here's the other side. This one here I decided to put a loop in the negative wire. I'm going to go ahead and do it first, the black wire. And these strippers I got that work so good. This one was short. It's way down in here. I don't know if you'll be able to see that from there. Let's see if I can a little bit closer here. Camera's not in the best of place here. I don't know if that's going to show it or not. It's going to a white wire right here. I'm going to clip it. Put that wire over here. Well, can't because it's hooked to the red wire still. And push it back inside here. And darken this little hole. My flashlight's going dead. I should have charged it. And then the red wire, same way. It's over here. I'll pop that out of there. I'm gonna go ahead and strip that. That should be good. Like this one into here. And if it hasn't blown a fuse or something, I should be able to go outside and turn on the lights and it should work. But, so that takes care of that. That one goes up in here. I'm going to put some silicone around. I'm going to put some silicone around all these light holes just so something can't get around them. It's mainly the water. I got some white silicone here that's not real aggressive. It's 100% silicone right here. So, and mold resistant. So I'm going to put that around the outside of those when I get done here and see how they turn out too. And also the way the lights come in, I'll do it that same place where the lights I replace outside. So we'll go outside and see if they work. We'll do that and then we'll come back and put some silicone around those. Okay. Let's walk out here and flip a switch and see if we got anything new working or not. Oh, look at that. That one's on. And that one's on. Ain't that amazing? So we got new lights again up there. This should be my other ones right here. That switch, and I actually have one bad one right here, so I need to look at that one in there too. Huh. Nothing's made to last, I swear to God. So I'll look at that one in there, see if there's a connection problem or whatever. But, okay guys, I'm back off. And hope everybody enjoys this. we're getting there. And then this will go in next when I get done. This piece we took out right here will go in next. We'll get it slid back in the hole after I put some silicone around this, but I'm gonna look at that one wire real quick and see if it's got a bad connection or what. And I need to get my flashlight. Well, my flashlight about went out. I got another one here. That was the bottom one. And got nice wires. They're probably just a bad light. I don't use those lights. I don't know if I'm going to worry about it right now. Have to call Jayco and get another one. Stupid things. Or I might be able to get them off of Amazon. But they just do everything so poorly anymore. I tell you, just throw it together so you can buy it. Not happy with that, but okay. Let's see if I can put some oh, just flowing fast now because I guess I had a hole in it. Oh, it don't matter. Oh, overhead light went out. Kind of a bad spot to get to. So I can my light doesn't go out. Oh, I guess it did. My flashlight finally died on me. But and yeah, I didn't do a great job around that. You're not going to see it. Come on, thing. I hate these GoPros where they turn off the screen where you can't see if you're videoing or not. I need to turn that back on where you can see it. But anyhow, I got some silicone around the outsides of them. Not perfect for sure. But it should slow some water down if it's going to come through there. I'm going to do it on this side too. And I like to put a nice steady bead all the way around it, but they're not in the greatest spot to get with this bigger caulking gun. I'll slow that down a little bit. Now, that thing died on me. Okay, oh, so I got that one. A lot of silicone around it, but that's all right. You're not going to see it in here. I just wanted not to leak water in here. I'll do the same thing on the other side. And get this thing back out of here. And this is what I had, just one of my broom handles. I got a mop handle when we're holding this other side up. Insulation kind of got to me a little bit there, right? I don't know why, but it did. There we go. That way, if I ever have to do this again, I know how to do it. And it's not real hard to do. Like I said, I'm going to put some, I can see daylight there in that spot. I'm going to have to put some kind of filler in there. And then silicone around that too for that board down in here. I'm going to do some filler right there. So, okay. Okay. I found some, I had some weather strip, some actually foam stripping that's actually made for putting in air conditioners, probably like, I don't know, a little over inch by inch. And I'm going to stuff this down in that crack. Then I'm going to put a little caulk around it so I can't go anywhere. And it should be good to go. So let me do something here. I think you guys should be able to see that pretty good right there. So I'm going to just kind of measure across there. Pair of scissors here. Cut it now. I just feel so much cold air coming in through there you can't believe. The rest of this is screwed up pretty tight, so I think that will slow it down. And so using this caulk, which is kind of runny. I don't know why it's so runny, but I'm going to use this other caulk I got. What do I do with it? So I had it right here. What to do with it? Huh. Swear to God, I never have nothing handy. Hey, bro, I brought it out here. Here it is. Okay. If you ever want something to stay, hello, Mike? Yeah, okay. If you ever want something to say, buy this Lexel. It's clear, it will hold forever, it is real pliable. And I'm going to put that down through there because I have some extra of this. I don't want to, I'm going to use it. That's all I had in that tube, which is fine because I really just want to do the spot right there where it's at. But I put a little extra down through there for power, holding power kind of. And I'll spread it a little bit. Oh, don't fall. Damn, I don't want this on my fingers. It's hard to get off your fingers, get on your fingers. I'm gonna just take a paper towel. Right over here, I'm just gonna smear it a little bit. Now, if I was doing something where you'd see it, I would not do it this way. Let's just keep the, all I'm trying to do is keep out the darn birds. I mean, not birds, but the little bugs that have been getting in here. We've had so much issue with. Okay, I'll also show you while I'm here. Get my light. My light's, this light's about dead too. There's your walls. If you guys want to see back there how thick your walls are, there's your walls, how they're made, the inside wall, outside wall. Okay. So I'll put the rest of this together and let you know. Okay. Okay, everyone. Getting back to this again, we are going to go ahead and put this shelving unit back in the front nose here. These lights kick on up here. Back in the nose, I got the insulation down. I got the lights silicone around. I got that piece put in there. So I'm gonna try to set this up where you can see it. But yet, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna try. But if I put it here on the counter, do a couple things. Yeah, you should be able to see that. So I'm just gonna take this. It was a tight fit coming out, but I moved a few things around, so hopefully it won't be quite so bad going back in. But this has to go back in this corner enough to clear the mirrors. And as I said, it was a tight fit coming out. But there it goes. And once it, phew. That's hitting on, but it's hitting on something. There we go. So then I got 4 screws right there, and we're going to put this back into where it came out. And there's a screw that goes down here. Another screw goes up here. Shoved in. It looks like it is. That one goes in. Okay, now that is back in there again. And a really nice way of getting into stuff. At least you can get to something. I'll give it that. And so, if you like our channel, please like and subscribe. This is Linus and Dana with Hitch It Up and Move It On. Please check out more videos. I have quite a few more repairs to make on the camper, so I'm going to do a few videos on that, and then we're leaving here in about 10 days to Carlisle. I'm going to do some videos up there while we're there, try to get everything going again. But I'm going to finish vacuuming out this area here and clean this up in here so we can put all this stuff back in here. Get the shelves cleaned up. We got just stuff everywhere because we took everything out here for the winter. We always do. And so there's a lot to be put back in. A lot more to be done. But it's all you do is when you own a camper. Work, work, work. So anyhow, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Please hit the like button and please comment. And tell us how we're doing. I mean, I'd like to hear from you. So, Linus and Dana, hitching up. We're out of here. Bye-bye.
Trying to wake up from a dream is harder than it seems. Birds are flying all around. Some fall and hit the ground. This is where I should belong, inside a simple song.